What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Forgotten Fables. We're going to be watching another ranked game today. And as you can see, game's already in progress. I kind of backed up a little bit, jumped through all the boring, like, opening 2 minutes. Let's see. On blue side, we've got a Syndra mid, Fiora top lane, Kog'Maw is ADC, Leona support, and a Maokai jungle versus a Nasus top. Tristana, ADC, Karma is going to be their support. Kayle is actually going to be their mid lane, and a Vi jungle. As you can see, directed camera's kind of jumping all over the frickin' place at the moment. Things are going to be starting off fairly slowly. Usually for the first couple of minutes, there's not much, not too much going on in League of Legends. But, my apologies for the major delay, just kind of didn't really hit, like, every time I went to record something, things just kind of went crap and it did not work out too well. So apologies for the very large delay in actually recording or posting anything. But unsurprisingly, Kayle is going to get beat by Syndra pretty hard early game. There's not much Kayle can do to stop that. There goes first blood to Syndra. Looks like Vi's going to be coming up here to gank Fiora. I'm actually a big fan of this idea because Nasus really doesn't have much he can do in the early game. Ooh, that is harsh. Losing by losing double buffs is really bad. Honestly, that was a pretty bad engage on Nasus and Vi's part, because Nasus didn't actually, come out and try and slow Fiora down by time early on. Had he withered her and actually done something prior, they probably could have killed Fiora instead. By Fiora winds up with double buffs, which is just going to ruin Nasus's day. Anyways, down on bot. Kog'Maw and Leona are understandably a bit pushed back here, mostly because Kog'Maw is super squishy. Just as much Viper carry as Tristana, but Leona can't safely engage against Karma unless she catches, Karma directly. And Karma is going to be able to outzone and poke these two down pretty heavily, to be perfectly honest. I'm not sure there's much this lane's going to be able to do other than farm under turret while until they get a gank Maokai. Other than that, things are kind of folding out. Surprisingly, just those 2 kills have left Blue with a 1,000 gold, lead difference here. A 1,000 gold lead, if I could speak well. Make sure my chat's off.
Stand ready. Not only you.
Looks like Maokai really wants to go in on Nasus, but that's kind of a bad idea. All this time he's standing here wasting. He's not gaining any experience while Fiora's just kind of holding her own. I mean, Nasus can't necessarily kill her unless Fiora jumps and goes crazy. Uh-oh, this is not good. If Kayle had actually reacted sooner. Oh no, Syndra's not paying any attention. The Fiora's come down. This actually could spell pretty certain doom. They need to get out of there. What are they doing? Oh, okay. What What are you doing? That was really bad planning on Maokai's part. Honestly, the moment Kale came down, he should have, stayed on Kale. They probably could have killed her after her ult ran out. Vi was too low to really be able to engage without putting herself at risk. And Syndra not coming up really screwed them over. Like, had Syndra come up, it would have been a 3v3 and they easily could have wrecked these guys. Now, as it is, it was only one death. And it definitely ate into the overall gold lead that Blue had. Karma's being super obnoxious with her RQ combo on bot. That's ridiculously powerful for what it did, for the fact that she has it right from the get-go. That's what I was saying with, Leona can't really heavily engage on Karma unless she gets a hard catch, and...
Focus.
There we go, that's what I was expecting to see. Why are they... Yeah, that is one dead. That's one dead. Not really sure what Leona was doing there, to be perfectly honest. It looks like they both went out on Karma, forced her flash, and then when Tristana jumped over here, they didn't have enough to actually do anything. I mean, that was poor planning because Kog'Maw was actually, really hurt and, entirely too low for an actual gank attempt right now. Syndra's really not paying any attention. Yeah, this Syndra's entirely too focused on farming to actually... She's not following her lead. She's not actually helping gank when needed. Looks like probably charge. Yep. Oh, that was very poor. I mean, at least they got one kill, but it's one kill for two, and they're just handing the game over to purple. Not a good thing.
Focus.
That actually might... No, it won't. Barely, but... that was kind of poor play on blue side's part there. I'm not sure why this Maokai is trying so heavily to counter jungle and whatnot. It's really not it doesn't seem to really be working. Everyone on this team has been so slow to react to anything. They overstay, they make really poor judgment calls. This has not been a pleasant thing for me to watch.
Never falter.
Oh, that's a shame. They had like, Leona had like 2 seconds left on her ult. And her ult would have actually killed Karma. Karma has less than 50 HP. Still, at least it was a 1-for-1 instead of the looks like Fiora's set herself pretty far behind on this one. Like, she could actually beat Nasus in a straight up 1v1 if she actually paid attention to what he was doing. But every time she engages, she uses riposte after he's already cued her in the face. And that's her, that's the biggest thing. You can nullify a lot of Nasus' burst damage just by riposting his Q. That is a shame. Honestly, Kog'Maw's kind of Tristan is kind of... Tristan and Karma is basically a straight counter to Kog'Maw Leona. Which is a shame, because Kog'Maw can be super good, but his team isn't doing it, it doesn't have a very solid protect the Kog'Maw, protect the Coggles comp, and they're not doing a very good job of it.
Never falter.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Honestly, Fiora actually gone through and attacked him, jumped in earlier. Come on, guys. I gotta go after the more mobile one. That was very painful. With Nasus continuing after, if they had turned around and jumped on him, that would have been a guaranteed kill. Vi may have gotten away, but you know, you wouldn't be sitting here looking at these two getting away with that much help. One thing I would like to see Blue do is start placing down more wards. Like honestly, Red's got a ward here, they had a ward here, here, and Blue's got one there, and there.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
That's what happens when you have when your laner decides I'm gonna go try and clear this pink ward that's been there for long enough that it doesn't really matter. You don't get away with that shit. You don't get to die like that.
Slain the dragon.
Made a nice distraction to get dragon though. Unfortunately for Maokai, he really hasn't been in control of his, he hasn't really been in control of his own jungle most of the game, largely due to poor choices when it comes to making ganks, overcommitting to the ganks, and not actually, like, they overcommit, drive all the way through, and then, inevitably wind up dead. So, not... The blue side's jungle is not doing good. Bot lane kind of got wrecked. Fiora lost to Nasus. Early game anyway, she really shouldn't have. Oh, really? This team just face checks everything. And this is what I like to say, honestly, Fiora is easily able to do this just by herself with how low they were. Tristana and Karma, I don't like how blue side keeps overcommitting like 5 people to kill 2 and then repush a lane when they're just letting Tristana and Karma constantly push other lanes. It's kind of frustrating to watch. Still, if Kog'Maw and Fiora continue this, they actually should be able to push this pretty well. Might be able to take that turret. I think Nasus will get there before they can. Just teleports up, actually. They'll be able to crush this. Never mind. I'd like to see these guys back off. These two wreck them. These guys clean them up. It's kind of going back and forth, but again, blue desperately needs more wards out on the map. They're not warding enough, they're not paying enough attention. They're face checking a lot, and it's kind of disappointing. Like, as you saw there, purple has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wards to blue's average of 2. And there's really not an excuse when you have a warding totem. Yeah, he's kind of fucked. What baffles me is that, no one on their team has, no one on blue team has a scanning totem. No one's buying any, really? Shit, Helena. Honestly, they should just dive this.
Never falter.
They could probably dive and take a second kill as long as Maokai went in first. But, with Kog'Maw pushing up here, it's really... Now that was just a straight up kill steal. There was no excuse for that. Blue is stuck around entirely too long here. Uh-oh. It's very frustrating seeing how badly this Leona is just whiffing everything. I can understand why Kog'Maw would have problems. Like, this Leona, like watching this Leona throw her Zenith Blade. The enemy's standing here, she throws it like here. Very frustrating to watch, not gonna lie. But, Blues, that's, that excellent series of team fights and, concentrated push has actually definitely gotten Blue back in the game. Uh-oh. Or is in some trouble. Almost. She almost got Vi there. We could have had Vi not gotten the initial jump on her.
Never falter.
This was a bad move by Leona. She was clear fed not to be doing this.
Here it is. Never falter.
Nice. Nicely done. Tristana escapes with less than 50 HP. Is what it is, though. If I had to pick something, Blue's overall lack of boarding is going to be kind of almost crippling, to be perfectly honest. Like, the amount of, the complete lack of vision that they have, letting themselves get jumped because they're staying for way too long, is really going to actually hurt them a lot. If they can, I'd just like to see them just immediately on. What? There we go. That's what I want to see. Yeah, letting Tristana go unchecked like this, they're going to lose this fast. Lose the inhib much faster than this guy's going to take it. But actually, taking the inhib here is probably the better option, because they've got 10 seconds till by. None of these three are anywhere near the they are going to at least get KO. Taking the inhib. Karma's up, but yeah, there we go. Kog'Maw needs to just get out of here. I think had Kog'Maw turned around a little earlier and vomited back that way, he could have potentially actually killed Nasus. But with as low as he was, it wasn't like there wasn't a huge chance. So trying to run away, not necessarily the worst idea. The flash was already down. There wasn't much stopping him. All Nasus had to do was get in range to Q. So, still, things are still tilted in Blue's favor. They got the inhib. Purple didn't. I think they need to. I think Blue really needs to make a concentrated effort to come here and stop them from taking this. There we go. That's a fantastic. That was so perfect, Leona. That's honestly probably going to spell game for purple side. These guys are all fairly healthy. They've got a fresh wave of minions coming right up. If they jump on Nasus as soon as he comes in range, or as soon as they can, rather than Maokai being a retard and tanking. Things are kind of getting a little hectic. These guys retreated way too early. I'm not sure why Leona was up here taking top turret instead of damaging the important ones that don't regenerate any health. Nice kill. Nice kill. These guys do need to get out of there. If they had Leona, they could probably kill Tristana. But because they're, scattered, not really going to be able to do much. There was a big miscommunication right about here when, instead of, Fiora went in, started attacking this, and then Nasus engaged her. And then these three engaged Nasus, while Fiora and Kog'Maw wiped out the turret. But for some reason, rather than actually helping this fight, which, if they had all five gone here, they could have taken... They probably could have taken both of these turrets, killed Nasus, caught and killed Tristana, and, gotten out of there alive. But, because Leona went up here, they suddenly lost most of their beef and their major, ability to tank the turrets, and all they got out of it was that. Not good. Still, the gold advantage is almost overwhelmingly in Blue's favor here. I really they don't want to be gathering up here bad. They don't have their ADC. They're trying to engage underneath the turret for whatever reason. Pretty good, but no one's focusing Tristana at all. They're just completely ignored. They probably could have done a lot more had they jaw jumped on Tristana, murdered her, killed everything. They could have easily taken out all three of them and then just wiped this stuff out. I absolutely think taking out the inhibs is the right idea. So they're starting to overstay their welcome here. That's definitely what I mean by overstay the welcome. Fiora's up there, like, just pushing lane for some reason rather than actually fighting. The biggest thing I've noticed with blue side is they generally don't engage at the same time properly. Purple definitely had the right idea trying to go for Baron, but treating, she almost had Tristana. Oh, yeah. Didn't really should have. Which she apparently did not. At this point, the minions are actually going to push. If they try and do anything, they need to defend until their inhibs come back up. And they're not doing a very good job of that. And in a surprising counter move, Blue is taking Baron instead. This is actually very smart by them. They know that their opponent has to continue sitting and defending base, otherwise the super minions are going to crush it. And 4 of the 5 of them up, they're getting, you know, as good a benefit as they can out of Baron without actually, you know, putting in much of the risk. What I really suggest doing now is actually just 5 minutes push up here. Engage Purple away from the turret. You know, because the longer they can keep these inhibs down, the more the minions are just going to start overwhelming them. And that's likely what's going to happen. Looks like Fiora's helping split push here. Oh no! It was actually a very good flash ult by Vi.
Purple team's inhibitor.
Yeah, this is the problem. Now that all 3 turrets start opening up, that's exactly what they did. So now, they just need to start pounding on the Nexus, and they're basically golden. And that's GG. My name is Forgotten Fables. Please consider clicking the like button. It does help out a great deal. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, please consider clicking subscribe. Thanks for watching.